What's up, y'all? I hope that all is well. If you don't already know, my name is Justice, and welcome to my channel where we discuss all things business, leadership, and creativity related. On this episode of our series on everything you need to know to start your business today, we'll discuss how to make your business official. We'll be going over the different types of entities and what's probably best for you, how to officially register with the federal and local authorities, and what you'll need to get up and running today. Let's get started. So, first and foremost, what are the different types of business entities? Well, let's talk about it. The most common types of business structures or entities that you'll see are sole proprietorships, partnerships, and limited liability companies. There are also corporations, but today we're going to focus on those three. The type that you choose will depend on your specific needs for tax preparation, legal protection, and the day to day operations of the business. So, let's start with sole proprietorships. Everything that you need to know. This is the simplest form of a business, and it usually does not require the owner to register their entity with the federal government. Typically, this type of entity is reserved for individuals who operate their business under their personal name and persona without attaching a formal brand to it. This is certainly the most inexpensive type of entity to form and offers the benefit of no additional tax paperwork needing to be filed outside of the owner's personal tax return. The downside of this type of entity is that it provides no personal liability protection. So all of the owner's assets are at stake is if the business was to be sued or penalized. The owner and the business are considered one entity in this form. Next, let's talk about partnerships, which are the simplest forms of entities that are owned by two or more individuals. Just like in a sole proprietorship, the owners of the entity and the entity itself are treated as though they are one person. When the owners file their personal tax returns, their profits and losses are reported along with their personal finances. The benefits of this type of entity are that the ease of starting this type of business is simple, and there are special taxation arrangements that the owners may be eligible for. The downside is that the owners are also personally liable for the obligations of the business, and that consensus is required to make big decisions, which can slow the operations of the business when owners are disagreeing. Now, let's talk about LLCs or limited liability companies. Now, this is a special type of hybrid entity which possesses the key aspects of partnerships and corporations. The most important benefit of this type of entity is that owners' personal assets are protected and separate from the business's assets. Like partnerships, the profits and losses are reported on the owner's personal tax returns. This type of entity is cheaper than forming a corporation, but will still require an investment to register with federal and state authorities. So now that you all know all of this information, now let's talk about how do you register your business officially with the government. This is extremely important and definitely something that cannot be overlooked. So now that you have an idea of the type of entity that would be best for you, let's talk about how you can register this entity. The first thing that you'll need to do is decide the state that you want to organize your business in. What many people don't know is that you actually do not have to live in the state that your business is formed in. Even if you don't live there, most people will make this decision based off of the tax and annual fee benefits of the popular states out there, which are Delaware, Nevada, Wyoming, Alaska, and South Dakota. However, something to note is that if you form your business in a state other than where you primarily conduct business, you have to file as a foreign entity within that primary state, which just recognizes the fact that your business is organized elsewhere. Now, when you're going through this process, there are certain documents and fees that will be required to finalize the creation of your business. This may be dependent on the type of business and the industry that you're in, But typically, you'll need to follow the following prepared documents: and articles of an organization, operating agreement, and statements of ownership. You'll also be required to hire a registered agent who can act as a liaison on your behalf with the state. Typically, they will handle all of the filing paperwork and communication with the Secretary of State for you, which makes it super, super easy. Next, you have to register with the Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, to receive your Employer Identification Number, or EIN, which is the federal tax ID that you'll utilize to file taxes and submit other official paperwork to the state. All of these steps and documents will be required to create a business account as well. You'll also have the option to file for trademarks, patents, or other tax exemptions that you may be eligible for. So lastly, but certainly not least, what resources are out there to help you do all of these things quickly and simply? Now that you know all about the steps that it takes to make your business official, let's talk about where you can find this stuff. Well, there are a ton of different resources that you can utilize to learn more information and make the process easier for you. When it comes to forming your business with the states of your choice, here are some of the top platforms that you can utilize based on a recent publication by Investopedia on the best LLC filing companies of 2022. Now, three very reputable companies that you may have heard of before that were on this list were Zen Business, which was ranked best overall for its great introductory plans and packages; InkFile, which was ranked most affordable for offering free LLC filing fees and only state fees having to be paid; and lastly, LegalZoom, which was ranked best for online businesses for its user-friendly online dashboard and reasonable filing cost. All of these are great options and super easy to navigate. Just search Google for the platform that you think will best fit your needs. Typically, all necessary forms can be found on the Secretary of State's website for the state in which you're planning on forming, just in case you're looking and brave enough to do this yourself. So with that being said, all of those are great options to help you get started today. Now, let's talk about applying for your EIN number from the federal government so that your business will be officially recognized and you'll have the ability to file tax returns. You can secure your employer identification number by visiting irs.gov. Again, that's www.irs.gov, and applying for free. Yes, free. Do not be fooled. Some companies out there may try to charge you an additional $100 or more for something that you can easily secure in minutes. The application takes about 5 minutes or less to complete. You're usually immediately provided with your specific ID number. There are also options to apply by phone, mail, or fax. Just choose what works best for you and make it happen. Make sure that you save all of your documentation, preferably with digital and hard copies, so that you're never struggling to find information when you need it. Guys, again, I want to thank all of you for watching this video, and I hope that you got some value from it. As always, please hit that thumbs up button, leave a like and comment on the video, and share with a friend and your family. As always, I love to hear about you, about your business, and help you in any way that I can. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the rest of this series where we talk about everything you need to start your business. Peace.